All right, this is part 10, and I'm sorry, but we won't even finish it with part 10. And part 10 basically means like about 10 hours. After 10 hours, we didn't finish 3 hours. So, but it's really important for me to say it correctly and stuff like that. So, bear with me, please. And uh, nobody will watch all the parts. Nobody. Probably nobody, but it could be someday. But now it's like, I don't think so. Like 10 hours, like who in the world would watch a random, talking about spiritual stuff for 10 whole hours, like the whole series? Someday, maybe if I am like really big enough and then they look at into like older videos and then some maybe like when they are like addicted to me, which I don't want. Okay, that's also the thing. I don't want you to be like addicted to me or like, oh my god, why he's not streaming today and stuff like that. I don't want that, to be honest. Like I don't want you being attached to me, you know what I mean? But I still want to be a role model for everybody and stuff like that. But yeah, let's get into it because he looks a little bit.
I guess it does not mean much. It is what it is. I don't know. I guess you sounded taken aback or surprised or something. I don't know. I guess it does not mean much. It is what it is.
No, I
It
think
is what it is.
I think it means I think it means something. Just
Maybe it validates my situation to some extent.
I think so.
That feels nice.
Hmm. Do I say validating things often?
I have not kept track.
Okay.
I think you are not trying to tip the scales in any given way too much.
Okay. Um,
Too much
What?
to tip the scales in any
Six
given way
seven?
too
Six
much.
seven?
okay.
Think you are not trying to tip this. What does that mean? I'm sorry. What? Try. I think you are not trying to tip the scales. I wait. I think you are not trying to. Cannot connect to network. I think you are not trying to tip the scales. I think. All right. You are not trying to tip the scales. Ah, you don't try. Oh, okay. To tip the scale, like the scale, a scale. Ah, yeah, okay, a scale, and he's not trying to like tip it over the scale. Okay, okay, yeah. Somebody in the chat, if I'm, or in the comments, or viewers, if I'm not understanding it correctly, even with translator, please do let me know. All right.
Track.
Okay.
I think you are not trying to tip the scales in any given way too much.
Okay.
I love that Pokimane. Please stay. Okay, not no, not stay the way you are, but the some things you can like the directness. I love from Pokimane. The directness, like the you are sometimes really direct, and I like that. Everybody in the whole world should be more direct and not like passive. Like doing a workaround for it and stuff like that. Be more direct, be more open, be more honest, and say it with a straight face and say it, like you really mean it. Like she's saying what she really thinks, I feel like. So,
Um,
But this feels like
and he looks like a little bit defensive because it's like, it's like first, do you say that a lot in sessions? Like, let me think for a second. then it's like you look like uh you need to take an back a little bit. You are a little bit surprised. Like you need to basically understand it. But for me, it's like I already understand that. Like this is just ego stuff. First of all, so that's I'm already gone with it, right? With this ego stuff, because first of all, like first I was the normal ego that we all are in. Then there is the spiritual ego who is more sneakier, where it's like, oh, I'm spiritual now. You know what I mean? And I feel like that was still my ego because I felt like I am on top of the world with meditation, with breathing exercises. That's how you should feel like. But I still had the spiritual ego in me, which is not a good thing. So I know really like what the ego is about, right? Like I know the games he's playing, and this is basically all just ego stuff. So I'm already past that. So it's like that is like child's play basically. So get into like take the ego away is the solution for that, for all of that. So I can just repeat myself, maybe try to say it in a different way. I am not like enlightened. I wish I would be. Um, but I'm not there yet. So there are levels to this stuff, right? So I need to even dig deeper and deeper. Like so deep it's like you are past digging, you know? But all right.
Conversation,
I
not
don't
paying
wanna
attention to how validating it may too much.
Okay. Um,
But this feels like a nice conversation, not paying attention to how validating it may or may not be. I just feel like it's nice to have a back and forth about things that I don't frequently talk about.
so there are a couple of different things here, and I don't know. So Iman, I want to say if you're game with it, maybe we can dig into this more later.
Mhm.
Just because I tend to need, so the more complicated it is, the more I want to be at 100%, and I don't know how long I can stay at 100%, because I think this could be another, like I can't. There's no way that you're gonna get. There's no way that I can put forward my best self over the course of the next hour and a half.
That's okay.
Bro, these 2 hours, bro, it was already like you are. Oh my god. That the best you can do? Like that's your 100%, bro? Like, ah, damn, bro. I really don't wanna like basically press him, right? But like if you have this kind of profession, then I'm like I really question all psychiatrists, you know? Like I really question y'all all. Why? Like I mean for the money and stuff like that, but yeah, I mean I already knew the answer, my bad.
Um, and at the same time, I think we can definitely start talking about it. But I just so like there are a couple of different dimensions.
So the fixing with the crying, he didn't do. All right? Like he didn't fix anything with Jason's therapy session also. Like just saying you should talk with your parents. That's it. With Pokimane, you should talk with your parents. That's it. Just talk. I mean, talking is good, right? Communication is good, but it doesn't solve like the deep layers. I'm trying.
Here, okay.
I'm
So the
trying.
first is that, and this is, I don't mean to make this sound as invalidating as it's going to come across, but why do you care, right? Like, what's your skin in the game? Like, what is it about the drama and the things that are said on Reddit and the things that are said about you and not to your face that bother you? So there's something about ego and identity and respect, and whether that respect comes from the outside or whether it comes from the inside. Like you're
Why do you care, bro? Like I can answer all that, bro, but I don't want anymore, bro. Like, but somebody will maybe just watch this video, so I'm going crazy. All right. Why do you care? Why? Because she still has an image about her, and she cares about that image she has about her. That's all what all the biggest egos has do, right? So that is the thing. If you have a big ego, which Pokimane has, I already know. Like, if you have a big ego, you can achieve a whole lot. You know, like if you really want it, then you can get it. I really believe in that. So if I really want it, I can get it. So I can get basically like a lot of people to see my videos about spiritual stuff, let's say. Um if I really want it. And also I can't just give up. Like now it's like a few, sometimes just one or two viewers, sometimes it's 100, sometimes it's 200, and I already okay, I can see like where the more views come from, like entertainment. You know, like the more entertained it is, then entertainment it is, then it's easier to get views out of that. Um, and also, yeah, like spiritual stuff, sadly, most of the times maybe is not that big yet. It's getting bigger and bigger, but I want it to be as big, bigger than entertainment. Like those who watch entertainment, they will switch to spiritualism. That's basically what I'm trying to do. So that's why I'm also going into content creation, where the entertainment is, you know, like in streaming, YouTube, everywhere. But I mean, it's still like I can still stream, I can still do content creation. Everybody else can do it too, but it is with spiritualism, with more spiritualism in it. And I want that for everybody that they do it, because then they influence them way better. You know, like no cuss words, like be conscious about it. Like no cuss words. You have kids watching you. Like everybody on this, like every streamer know that. Why are doing it? Why? I don't understand that. Like if you're really an adult, if you really want to be a role model, like why do you do all this stuff live? You know, like live. You're streaming and you're saying that stuff and stuff like that. I'm like, guys, please. Like y'all are at my age. Like Pokimane is my age. You know, she's 29, like me. Like how? Like, and you are still cursing. Like how? How? Like why?
worth and where on the axis of like
Because everybody's doing it. Like I don't know,
within
bro.
it.
Like this,
So
I
there's
don't know.
something about ego and identity and respect, and whether that respect comes from the outside or whether it comes from the inside. Like your worth and where on the axis of like within Iman and outside of Iman it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
What?
This is, I don't mean to make this sound as invalidating as it's going to come across, but why do you care, right? Like, what's your skin in the game? Like, what is it about the drama and the things that are said on Reddit and the things that are said about you and not to your face that bother you? So there's something about ego and identity and respect, and whether that respect comes from the outside or whether it comes from the inside. Like your worth and where on the axis of like within Iman and outside of Iman it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
And I think unfortunately, like you being Moroccan doesn't really help with this. And like I know that basically Tiger parents and Indian parents, because it is like they do tell you, right? Oh, so and so is getting married, right? Like, and this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. So we're kind of ingrained, and you don't have, I mean, you can be Caucasian or Hispanic or whatever. It just depends on what kind of parents you are. But culturally, like at least South
Mm-hmm.
Asian, East Asian, and sort of like Middle Eastern cultures are very big into image, and that
Mm-hmm.
respect is something that can be like measured with like a measuring
Mm-hmm.
stick. right? It's like not only is that person a
That's true.
doctor, it's
That's
like they
true.
tell me which school he went to, and like my
Mhm.
I mean,
Like in Laos, Southeast Asian, Southeast Asian, like they have a saying like I think it's in English too, like I don't want to lose face. You know, I don't want to lose my face. Like I don't lose my image. Like for example, I don't know with what it doesn't matter. Like it's difficult a little bit. Like my face or my image y'all have right now is like happy, funny, and but I could also get angry, but I don't want to lose face. You know, like I don't lose want to lose my image. Like I don't want to cause drama and then be like the drama queen or whatever. Like you know what I mean? So yeah, I can see that, but again, this is just an image. This is just a face that you put on, and that's not the real you. So
I tell my mom, my mom doesn't, thankfully, she doesn't make that mistake. So she doesn't talk about me, which is great. Right. So, and so I think the first thing is about like where my mom doesn't, thankfully, she doesn't make that mistake. So she doesn't talk about me, which is great.
she didn't talk about me.
Right. So, and so I think the
What?
Mhm.
respect is something that can be like measured with like a measuring
Mhm.
stick, right? It's like not only is
Yeah.
that person a doctor, it's like they tell me which school he went to, and like my
Mhm.
I mean, I tell my mom, my mom doesn't, thankfully, she doesn't make that mistake. So she doesn't talk about me, which is great, right? So, and so I think the first thing is about like where your attachment to this whole issue. So I think there's
Mhm.
there's salvation if you become unattached from it,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
I
So
agree.
that's one option. But then there are a couple of other things because I
If you become unattached from it. Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, 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 okay.
I just don't think it's like it's a shitty answer to say just care less.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm. Mhm.
so like while I think that that's true, I don't think that that's like
Please, bro, like, please, not let not that be your answer. Like, you already said it. Like, why do you care? Like that's what you came up with the thinking. Please, not. Please, no. Don't tell me that.
sufficient, or we're not anywhere near
Don't tell
there
me
yet.
that, bro.
Because not caring means sufficient, or we're not anywhere near there yet. Because not caring means that you have strength coming from in here, and I just don't think you have that.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
that kind of goes
And
back. Yeah, go ahead.
to what we were saying before, which is my lack of time being able to develop
Ab-
a sort of identity. That's kind
absolutely.
of how I've related the two, which is just like the way to not care about what people think is just to like be confident enough in yourself.
Absolutely. Right. So
And
there's
then
an
I go,
issue.
ah, yeah.
Yeah. So I think the other thing is when we talk about defensiveness, like that's the
She's pretty like, oh yeah, yeah, okay. Now it's like, okay. I mean, I understand like that is also the thing. Like they look confident, you know, but in reality they are insecure. I don't know how I look for other people, like, but I just know that I am looking more confident like ever in my life, basically, which is like, I mean, you can't be like, how you say it, like, what is the opposite word for confident? Unconfident? Let's say, all right, you couldn't be more unconfident than I was, basically. So I could just only get more confident because I was the lowest of the highest of unconfident you could have had. Like I was when I went from school to my house, I was just looking at the ground most of the times. Like I didn't even look up and looked a little bit, like look at people and stuff like that. When people are there, like I will look around or a car, I looked down like right away. If nobody is there, like I still felt a little bit watched, but it was all right maybe. But I was very very shy, so unconfident, shy. You know what I mean? And Yeah, the confident, but the confident now, it doesn't come from like, I wouldn't say it. Wait, it's not like, I don't know, like, that's a little bit difficult to say. Wait a minute. Like, if you understand that you are not that, it's like nobody can hurt you, first of all, right? The things that I say, well, the things that I say, like, I mean it. Like, for me, that's most of them are facts, right? Not a lot of them are my own opinions, but if it's my own opinion, most of the times I'm saying it, but it's most of the times facts. It's like, and then even if it's like, it doesn't matter what it is because I tried a lot of things. Like I did filters on TikTok and stuff like that. Um, maybe trying to get myself getting embarrassed. Like I am experimenting. Like, do I even get embarrassed when I, like, let's say, sing because I can't sing and put it online? I'm not getting embarrassed. Like, that is crazy, bro. Um, like, so I'm testing myself. Like, do am I not really? Am I not getting? Am won't I be like? Won't I feel embarrassed anymore? Like, do I not feel embarrassment anymore? Like, am I like confident really? And I am like really question everything, of course, and I am more confident than ever. Of course, I don't know how confident I am for others, basically, because that's your view, your observation of me. But what I want to say is I didn't get it from the ego, right? I know now what the ego is, and I am using basically I am using the ego for my own advantage. That's how it should be. It's not like you are the ego and the ego is using basically the little child, like, I don't know what to do, and the ego is just basically using you, for example, right? But now it's like, oh, I know, like, what the ego is, and there is a place for the ego, and I will use it. I will use the ego for my advantage. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe that's where the confidence is coming from. I can't really tell you where it's coming from, but it's like understanding, like seeing it clearly. Like if you are unsure about life, how can you be confident? Like if you feel insecure, how can you be confident? But the thing is, I'm not, that's what it is. I don't feel insecure anymore about things, right? About anything because it's not like the real me. So I am not insecure anymore, so I am more confident. So um yeah, that's it. That. So this is how you can get more confident because I know a lot of them, YouTubers, streamers, and so on. I'm telling you straight up, they look very confident, and they are more confident than most of y'all still, but they are still, most of them are in the ego state when they are like, but they are really insecure. Yeah, like they look confident. Sometimes they are really confident, but most of them pretend to be confident, I feel like, and but really they are insecure. And that's like a little bit, some are, but some are not, like I can't really tell, but I think it's an opinion that Pokimane is sometimes confident, but sometimes she pretend to be confident, but then most of the time she's insecure, especially when stream is off and stuff like that, and she's overthinking. That's where is getting more insecure. That's only my thinking, my yeah. But yeah, basically that goes for a lot of people that they do that kind of thing. You know, like some people really they don't have any kind of confidence, and then they just say something like, "I am like nothing anyway. Like I am not good for nothing. Like I am a good for nothing. Yeah, I am good for nothing." Um, these people I want to help the most, of course, because that's where relate to more, like where I was in my past. Like I felt like I was good for nothing. You know, I was good for nothing, and I didn't have confidence. That's also the thing. And so I really relate to gamers, to streamers, and stuff like that, because I feel like they all escaped reality because it was too harsh and then went to gaming. So that's why I was a gamer too, you know, or I'm still like now gamer slash streamer for the streaming most of the times. I do play a few mobile games, but let's not get into it. I'm sorry.
Ego, right? Like, so when someone gets defensive, that's their ego activating. That's them sense
Mhm.
of like wanting to fight back. And I think part of what you're running into is that you activate the egos of other people because they know they did something wrong. And then very few people
What?
wanting to fight back. And I think part of what you're running into is that you activate the egos of other people because they know they did something wrong. And then you
What?
activate the egos of other people because they know they did something wrong. And then very few people have the wherewithal to like recognize when their ego is active, and that the words that are coming out of their mouth are by definition wrong because their mind is butthurt. And the more butthurt you are, the more incorrect things you're going to think and the more incorrect things you're going to say. But that's not something that they teach us. That when your ego is active, that's you being hurt. And then, like anything that comes afterward, you know. So my kid at 4 in the morning came and slept with me in our bed. And then she does this thing where she doesn't sleep like in line with us. She either sleeps perpendicularly or she sleeps topsy turvy. And she just won't stay on a pillow. She just like wants, she just moves around. And then she kicked me in the face at like 4:30 because she's like hungry and she's like not sleeping well and stuff. And then like, I felt hurt and I wanted to smack her. And like, I want to smack her because you get kicked in the face by like, an almost 3-year old. And she's actually like,
Reaction.
yeah, it's a reaction. And it's like the hurt is going to lead me to do things that are like not good to do. And I think that's what you're running up against is when you
Mhm.
hold someone accountable, they're going to feel hurt and they're going to feel defensive and they're going to attack. And then you feel defensive because you're being attacked and you feel hurt. So like hurt and defensiveness and ego all tie together.
Mhm.
And so then there's another issue here, which is like, how do you relate to people? Can you actually become better at voicing your feelings? Can you phrase things away in DMs that, and here I'm thinking calculated. Now it's like I'm sort of almost tapping when I guide people or when I talk to people who have like problems with like corporate boards, like let's say I'm working with a CEO and like the board doesn't like him and something's going on. And like, that's what we're kind of getting into. How do you write an email in a way that if someone forwards it, cause that's going to happen, right? Cause it's on paper
It
and
doesn't
real,
look bad.
yeah, it's like, how do you write an email that can't be taken out of context or protects you from being taken out of context?
You
And
know
so
what sucks the most though? Like, to the audience, they don't consider that. The fact that if something were to be shown publicly, I mean, like, depending on what it says, um, that someone would have needed to be extremely calculating. And to some of them, they would consider that like being fake. They would need to be very calculating in order to have something be shown publicly and not cause any issue, typically. But then also, they want you to be like real and never show any sign of like being calculating or strategic or what they would deem as like disingenuous or fake. But then that's the very stuff that they accept or think is normal or like or think is acceptable. Do you kind of get where I'm coming from?
yeah, I think I
I
get
don't
where you're
get it,
coming from.
bro.
So more than sucks, that just
Like, for example, some say some want you to be more real, but some want you to be like more calculating and stuff like that, like more scripted. But that's the thing, all right? So everybody is saying chat, like that's an one entity, right? But if chat is not there and they basically, let's say, DM you individually, then it's like one is saying be more real. The other one is saying you should maybe be more scripted or whatever it is. Like I don't understand it correctly, maybe, but everybody will say something different most of the times, like because they have a, another opinion. It's just an opinion, like be more real, be more scripted, or be more confident, or whatever it is, bro. Like, and the way you don't like care about it, not like that you don't care about it, like yeah, maybe even oh yeah, like not caring. It sounds like not caring. It sounds so bad, but it's like it won't hurt you anymore. Like the words shouldn't hurt you. That is the part, right? Because it hurts. It hurts when they say something about you. It hurts when a friend is saying something about you. But it's just words, all right? And what gets hurt is the ego, you know, or the image that you created. More like ego, all right? So, and then if you are out of the ego state, then it's like, again, who can hurt you? Please, please take notes, please. Wait, what happened?
Sounds exhausting to me.
Yeah. Do you kind of get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I think I get where you're coming from. So more than sucks, that just sounds exhausting to me.
Yeah.
Like it's like there's so much work into like each thing that go like each word. Like so normal human beings get to talk.
Yeah.
Right? Like other people get to DM back and forth whatever the fuck they want.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't get to do that.
I just wish I could feel like I could be worthy of the benefit of the doubt. And I just feel
I never understood it. Benefit of the doubt, like getting a benefit from doubt. You know, like I never get the saying the benefit of the doubt. Like I really have to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for translating so much, but benefit of the doubt because oh hell no, no. Always these benefits like let not like benefits is like rewards and punishment. Like benefits is like basically a reward. You know, getting benefits out of something.
like instead it's the complete opposite. It's like,
And I just
how
feel like instead it's the
can we manufacture this to make it look like she is some like devil succubus thing monster that is trying to kill people? I don't know.
What happened, Iman? Can you tell me what happened?
So many things have happened.
Pick one.
I don't even have to listen, like, hear all these stories, bro. Like, you are the psychiatrist and you want to hear stories and stuff like that. Then you can work on this specific scenario, and that's it, bro. Like, oh, bro. Wait, okay, it's still some light, so I will put it like that. Yeah, bro. You are for. I'm
Um,
sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I know there are 60-year-old people and stuff like that. They had like they didn't have life also not figured out, but you are a psychiatrist, bro. But again, like I'm not looking up to psychiatrists. You know, like actually psychiatrists are like They don't really know. That's all I'm going to say.
Um, there was this one.
Like they think they can help, maybe, but after a while, it's like you should understand. Like you won't, you can't help. Like for real. Like be honest. Come on. Like be honest. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I'm waiting. Just kidding.
Like, for example, this one
Nobody will
video
answer me because I'm.
that went kind of viral.
Yo, yo. Okay,
Mhm.
okay. I'm sorry.
There was this one, like, for example, this one video that went kind of viral where someone was like, uh, talking about like the dark side of Pokimane and saying, "Oh, she's actually a really bad person because of like this and that." And they took a lot of clips from my stream.
The dark side off. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that. Now it's like the dark side of Kaizenat. The dark side of XQC and stuff like that. Everybody gets that turn, since y'all are popular. So, and what is, you know, getting drawn into more? The bad things. Like you say the dark side of Pokimane. Did anybody did like the good side of Pokimane? Because there's probably a lot, but would it draw in the people? Not that much. Then the bad stuff. Like it's like people are programmed to click on drama. That that is also the thing. They watch movies, drama, series, drama, society, drama. So you get it? Like it's always about drama. And if it's like bad thing, like the bad side of Pokemon, it is already drama. Like this will turn out to be a drama episode, basically, video. So just don't pay attention to that. I mean, you can pay attention to that, but it's like, I mean, you can pay really, really good attention to that. So much attention that you are not even there. There is just attention. That you can also do. That you should do. Like what I mean with very, very conscious, very, very aware, so conscious that the ego, does is not there. It's not there in that very moment. And then it's like, who's getting hurt if the ego is not there even, anymore? Then who is going to? I'm done.
And
I'm done with it.
it's amazing what like ominous music and someone delivering lines very well will say prior to very specific cut up clips with no context. Not to say that I am perfect or I go about things in a perfect way, but it definitely made me look very bad. And also, just like,
She cares about her image, but that's because of culture also. That's because of society. I know that. Like my parents do too. Well, my mom more. My father really don't like. He really doesn't care, bro. Like he really doesn't care. Like I mean, the poor most of the time they don't care. Like the rich, they care, about image. But the poor, like my, I would say my dad is like pretty poor, sadly. Um, and like he's picking up I don't know, like walnuts, right where behind the house, a lot of people don't pick it up. He's picking it up. I was there once, pick it up with him most of the time. So he likes to collect mushrooms, go hiking and then collect mushrooms where a lot of people are like also embarrassed to do so sometimes. Like you just like go a completely another route, like another path where it's like normally not a path, but if you make the path, there is a path, of course. And that's also the beauty of it, which I learned recently. If you make a path, the path will appear, and my dad just made a path and the path appear. That's also beautiful. And so I can learn from everything, everybody, actually, most of the times. Well, if it's something like worth learning, of course. Um, but yeah, he don't care. My mom cares more. So I would say it's also a little bit gender, like women care more because I mean they, let's say, they look beautiful, they have a lot of money. I mean, okay, if it's with men too. I'm sorry to make it for about genders. Um, it's about men too. So, like some men really care about the image, like I did. Like I cared about my looks. I cared about my image a little bit. Like I didn't want to do anything bad, but that's how I got educated. Like that's what my program was. Like that's also most of your programs. Like because the system, I don't want to say anything. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um, but basically, we all got programmed to learn this stuff. Like programmed to be that way. And then that's why I'm saying unlearn it, unprogram yourself until you are not a program, until you are not an NPC. And then maybe it's like, I can talk to you. I mean, I can talk with everybody, but it's like, sadly, I can't really talk about really deep, deep stuff with a lot of people because they are just not there yet, sadly, and it's really like sad for me sometimes. Like, I would like, like for me, like the ego, I want somebody, who understands what I'm saying. Like everybody wants that, but like for real, because I feel like a little bit. I mean, I just have to do it. I know that, like just be conscious every day and be more and more conscious, and then it's slowly comes from it alone. But I mean, of course, it's good to have somebody who maybe like knows already a little bit more and it can guide you and say maybe like you are already on the good a good path, and you just go, you know do what you just do, continue what you do, and then it will someday come. Like maybe that, or maybe I should try harder, maybe try to get way way deeper. Maybe I'm not deep enough, you know but I feel like I dig deep, but I could dig deeper. Yeah, that's I think, yeah, I basically answered that also myself. My bad.
Uh, that in combination with
Like
scandals
that's the thing. Sometimes I forget, like most of my questions, what I have, I can just answer it myself. Like that's crazy.
about things
That's
that are
crazy for me
way, but
also.
it definitely made me
Like before that I was so clueless, like questioning. But now it's like I'm questioning, and now I just like I have the answer if I really dig into it most of the times.
look very, we'll say, prior to very specific cut up clips with no context. Not to say that I am perfect or I go about things in
Wait a minute, since
this to make it look like she is some like devil succubus thing monster that is trying to kill people.
What
I don't know.
what happened, Iman? Can you tell me what happened?
So many things
I just wanted to see since when he's doing like that.
have happened.
Pick one.
Well, amazing what like ominous music and someone delivering lines very well made me look very bad. And also, just like that in combination with scandals about things that are like not, in my opinion, like super, super important. So things like that will occur, and then that will
They
make
would take anything, Pokemon. You should know that, like they take the worst clips of all time, just to get views, just to get some money, just to get some clout. Yeah. you should know why they do that, like, and you can't do anything about it because you decide to be in public, basically.
make me
That's
feel
what public means. That's what public, like, that's what comes with it.
like, oh, every little thing that I say can be like used against me or clipped out of context or whatever it is. And like, I am
Of
not
course.
worthy of any sort of benefit of the doubt. And then the cherry on top is that almost any time someone has created a massive issue like that for me in my life, at some point or other, they slide in the DMs with a massive apology. Like that video, even though it amassed, I think, millions of views, has now been deleted because the guy himself felt like the video like didn't really make sense. It wasn't very fair to me, and you know,
Ah, I- like, Pokimane has a power. Every big streamer has it, which is basically their chat. You know, and again, like, most of them are really truly, like, liking, loving what Pokimane is doing and stuff like that, and they know, like, she is not that bad of a person and stuff like that. And she probably reacted to it, maybe cried and stuff like that. And of course, the viewers see that, and it's like, no way, like, she is not like that. And then, because chat or the internet culture, they can go pretty radical. I'm pretty radical too, by the way. Shout out to myself, my ego. But yeah, I'm pretty radical too, but that's really radical, where they are like, you know what, we might have to do something about it. So they probably went to his DMs and stuff like that and said a lot of bad things, a lot of bad things and stuff like that. And you better delete it. Some people know how to hack IPs, and then I know where you live, and if you don't delete it, then something will happen and stuff like that. Like, this is like the dark side of internet culture. Sometimes it's like good, but for me, it's never good to threaten anybody. But for her, it's good that he deleted it. Even it had millions of views. Probably chat took actions, because that's the power streamers have. And if they, like, if something happens, like, if somebody even says something bad to them, they attack you. That's also, like, that is really a power where you really should tell them, like, sometimes, like, if I had bro, if I had so many viewers, like the chat, right? Thousands of them, 10,000s of them, all right? Like, because Pokimane is you know, that Twitch royalty person. Um, I would have say, because I mean, with my mindset and stuff like that, where I am right now, like, okay, there are people making bad videos about me, but it's okay. Like, I mean, it's not really okay, but you should never, like, threaten somebody. Like, you can maybe say, like, maybe, can you delete the video and stuff like that? It's not nice, but please never threaten anybody. That's something I would tell them.
What?
but that doesn't delete the hundreds of thousands of shitty things that people have sent to me, said about me, thought about me, or the way in which it has jaded me. So yeah,
Wait a second.
shitty things that people have delete the hundreds of thousands of shitty things that people have sent to me, said about me, thought about me, or the way in which it has jaded me.
That is, I already said it, man. I'm done repeating myself now. I understand a little bit, like, how Jiddu Krishnamurti felt, bro. Like, I'm just repeating myself right now. Like, I don't know what. All right, so with the jaded, it's like I said it again, right? So she feels jaded because of chat, because of friends, because of gossip and stuff like that. Because things that is said to got sent to her and stuff like that. Like that's all it, that like that's all. So I'm like, uh, you just have to well, learn what you are not. Basically, learn what you are not because that's what you think you are. That's what you think you are. You are not, and then go deeper and deeper. Question yourself. All right, why does it hurt? Why and stuff like that, and then you will get to that. But somewhere in these 10 parts, I said it really. I explained myself really thoroughly how you can not stop being jaded. Basically, when you are egoless,
So yeah.
because I understand you are a girl. You are a young woman. You look beautiful, by the way. I that gives me energy also. Like the beauty of women, man. Like the beauty of women. Wait a second. I look a little bit too red. Wait, what? Is it okay? It's not okay for me. Okay, I think that's better a little bit. Yeah, it's not that red. But I don't like ego. I don't like how this is like more brown and then the face is like white more. But it's physics and stuff like that. Like, what am I to do about that? About physics? Well, get a better light or whatever. No, okay. Sorry for complaining too, but
How do
yeah.
you feel? Said about me, thought about me.
How do you feel right now?
I was just waiting for him. Not that I'm waiting or expecting, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not that I'm expecting it. I knew it already. Like, there will become a time there where he's saying it again. Like, that's something I know. I don't even have to expect it anymore. Like, this already I know because he said it so many times. Like, I can't even keep track of it. How do you feel right now? How do you feel now? Hey, it's already like 15 minutes ago and I didn't ask you? How do you feel right now? This dude, bro, this dude. I know him already, like a lot. Just what he's saying, like I know already, like a little bit.
I'm leaking.
Why are you leaking? What's coming out? What's leaking?
Bro, what?
I guess maybe just like pent up feelings in regards to that. I don't know.
What feelings?
Sadness. It's like I pity myself.
You pity yourself. What about you is pitiable?
These triple questions, bro, about nothing, bro. Like, oh my god, bro, I'm done. I'm done. I swear to God, I'm done. I'm done, bro. Like, let's just bombard her with questions. You know? Like, I can't think of anything better, so let's just bombard her with questions. She's saying something. Why? She's saying something. Why is that? What is that? What do you mean with that? Like, how do you feel right now? Like, sad? What makes you sad? Bro. Bro, bro, what? Psychiatrist, by the way. Yo, oh
It's like I
my
pity myself.
god, bro. He's
You
really
pity
a
yourself.
psychiatrist. I mean,
What
can't
about
believe.
you is pitiable?
Pity myself. Wait. What is pity, pity, pity? Then I understand like pity. Ah, okay. Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know. Those people that are pity themselves, man. You are basically pitying the ego. All right, you are pitying the ego. Okay.
I don't know.
Are you not saying because you don't want to provide people with ammo, or do you really not know?
Oh, I guess just like I want to say my situation, but it has a lot of upsides as well. So,
See, there it is again.
yeah.
There it is. The pen's in this hand. No. It should be in this hand.
Bro, with the pen again, bro. Oh
Really,
my
like I asked
god,
the
no, I have
question
to
about
skip
ammo
it.
for a reason because I mean, really, like I asked that question about ammo for a reason because I think what you feel, you do not feel is fair to say.
I don't feel like anything is fair to say.
Yeah, that's you pushing him on into the closet, right? And
Bro, with the iman and
now we're kind of at a dangerous crossroads because like what you're telling me is actually true. This isn't in your head. And that's why this shit is complicated. Because if you do talk about how you actually feel, people will crucify you. They're waiting, they're out there. What is this bitch complaining about? Right? Or they'll use the C word.
Yeah.
She has
Whatever
everything.
word.
And I think it's interesting. I remember first sort of encountering this with,
like, what kind of psychiatrist is that, bro? I swear to God, bro. Swear to God, bro. I swear. Nah, I'm done, bro. I'm done. I can't do that anymore. I just can't, bro. I just can't. Bro, what the hell is already almost 1 hour, bro? Almost 1 hour, bro. Okay, part 8. This is part 9, sending it out right now. And part 10 is also out because that's 57 minutes. Part 10 is coming out. See you on the next video. Let's go.